Hello everyone, this is Omkar and you are watching the second episode of the series where we explore as whether or not Azure Functions is capable of replacing whole application backend with its serverless architecture. In this episode, we are going to see how to manage the code and how to deploy it using GitHub. We have this previous app running and I have created a new functions app to show you how to deploy the code. Okay, let's go ahead and create a GitHub repository for that. Let's go back to this app and find an icon called functional app settings. When you click on that icon, you will see go to app service editor. It will load this app service editor for you. It is just Visual Studio Code running over the cloud, and you will see this icon here that says Git. You can initialize a Git repository there and commit the changes, or go to console and hit this command. Okay, so this is how we verified the new repo being added. Now we'll commit the changes and push. Come on. Okay, let's do it via command line. It will ask you for your GitHub credential there, and I'll skip that part, but you remember to do that. So now we are pushing the code to GitHub. It says the progress has been completed. Let's go ahead and refresh our GitHub page. Okay, it has all the code now. So remember, Azure Functions hosts your code into Azure storage account, and these are the files that are available into www root of your function. So this was just a test function that we created to see how the deployment goes, and let's see if we are able to change something into this deployment. Does that reflect it or not? Let's save this file. And after we put this commit up here in GitHub, let's see if we are able to pull it here. Okay, great. And let's take a look to this function and hit run. Let's copy this. Oh no, we have to make changes from GitHub. Sample done. So the changes are committed now. Let's git pull. Okay, go ahead and run it. Hello world, you are watching Omkar's web series on Azure Functions. So this is how we had an attempt to deploy it through GitHub. Now we are going to get back to our original functions app which we were working on and try to see what new changes we have made to that. So this is number of dogs, we are just printing it. Let's go to Postman and try to run it. Here it is. Oh good. So now to see if this deployment is available on my local repository and if I'm able to do the changes and see them in my Azure Functions app. Okay, I'll have to git pull first. So we have done the git pull and you see Azure creates a folder for every function that you create and that folder contains an index.js file which is the main file to be executed while your function is running. Here it is another modules folder that I've created as a custom modules and there I'll write my own code that will be well persistent and we'll do some cool experiments with that. Now let's try to edit this index.js. Enjoy the information. Okay, here it is. Let's go ahead and quick commit. And push. This is the repository. Let's refresh and see if the commit is here or not. Quick commit is here. This is the app service editor. Go to console, git pull. That's great. Okay, and let's go to Postman now. Try to run it. Good, we have a new output here. So in the next episode we are hoping to see how to persist the data and manage the objects like database connections or the pool of database connections that you need to persist when your app is always running, and this case is always not very well taken care of in serverless architecture, but you will be amazed when you see what Azure Functions does with it. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Thanks for watching and please let me know if you have any doubts or any queries related to Azure Functions. I'll be very glad to help you. Thanks.